Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Williams with the Men's Health Podcast at accessrx.com. What is the difference between genital warts and genital herpes? Well, genital warts tend to be slow-growing, painless, raised areas of the skin that can be irregular in shape, and they're usually about as wide as they are tall. So they're sort of bumpy little appendages or sort of an irregularity of the skin. Much like you may have gotten on your hands. You've heard the rumors about frogs causing those, that sort of thing. But if you've got them exclusively in the genital region, it's important to consider that a top cause of genital warts is a virus known as human papillomavirus. In short, we call it HPV. This is a sexually transmitted disease and can be transmitted by any kind of physical contact. It's not protected with the use of condoms, and it can affect men and women both. The really only scary part about human papillomavirus, besides the sort of ugly appearance of the warts themselves, is that there are a couple of strains of HPV that can cause skin cancer in men and women. Genital herpes is also from a virus known as the herpes virus. Most of the time the genital herpes is simplex virus type 2, and there are different types, but for the most part this is also a sexually transmitted disease that's not protected by the use of condoms. It affects men and women both. And if you're looking at a herpes lesion, these tend to look more like pimples. They're raised, more narrow areas that get fluid filled, and then after maybe a few days of pain, they'll open up and there'll be fluid inside. Well, that fluid is packed with virus. It's highly contagious. The area needs to be kept clean and dry as much as possible. Now, if you're looking at a lesion that you're not sure if it fits one of these or the other, you need to know that there are a lot of causes for skin lesions, particularly in the genital region. You need to make sure, go to your doctor to make sure you don't have syphilis or some kind of cancer, a heat rash, local skin infections that could even spread called impetigo, fungal infections, or a whole host of other dermatological diseases. And if you do have a known diagnosis of either genital warts or genital herpes, it's a good idea to try to get some medication that can help reduce the number of flare-ups or the spread of the rash or whatever. So with the case of herpes, for example, Valtrex and acyclovir have been shown to decrease the number of days people are affected, the severity, and sometimes the duration of the pain is less, and the number of outbreaks is less. All very good things to discuss with your doctor. And alternatively, you can go to accessrx.com, place an order for Valtrex or acyclovir, and a U.S. licensed physician right there contracted through the website itself will consider writing you a prescription for these prescription-only medications. So with accessrx.com, I'm Dr. Daniel Williams.